All right, so I've some good news for you. The first two videos were long and they were pretty dense, but these next two videos should be a lot more manageable. I could eat these words, but let's see how it goes. So we're gonna kind of go the backwards direction now, and no fancy definitions to start. Just an example. Find f and g such that the function h of x is just a function composition of the earlier two. So another way of writing this is just saying, well, hold on, let's introduce the problem. Slow down, Jason. H of x equals x plus 2 squared. So another way of asking this is just what's an inside function and what's being done to it. So if we look at this, find an f and g such that g is the inside function and f is what's happening to it. G is going to be the inside and f is going to be what's happening to it. So that's how we're going to approach this. How can we find an inside function here? Well, it can really just be what's on the inside of the parentheses sometimes. Let's say g of x equals the inside function x plus 2. Well, then function f is just what's happening to this. What are we doing to x plus 2? Why? We're squaring it. So the squaring function x squared is our f. And this is our answer. And let's check our answer real quick. Let's see if our answer checks out. What is f of g of x with our choice? Well, g of x is the inside function. That's x plus 2. So replace g of x with x plus 2. And then we look at f, which is that, and we replace all the x's with x plus 2. So it used to be x squared, replace the x's with x plus 2. Now it's x plus 2 squared. Good. That's exactly what we wanted. Let's do another one. Part B. H of x equals 3 over x minus 5. And there's a lot of different ways that you can go about doing this problem. So there's no parentheses here for us to choose our inside function. But we could use a denominator. That could work too. If you wanted, you could say, well, maybe x minus 5 is our inside function here. There's multiple choices that you could make. But what's more important is once you've chosen your g, what are you doing to it? So if I have a g, an x minus 5, f has to do with what are we doing to that inside function? What are we doing to the x minus 5? And the answer is, we're putting the x minus 5 in the denominator. What are we doing to that input? We're putting it in the denominator. We're reciprocating it. But instead of just having a 1 on the top, we have a 3 on the top. And that's our answer here. And again, let's check our work. What is f of g of x? G of x is our inside function, which we said was x minus 5. F is what we're doing to it. So look at f. Replace the x with x minus 5. So it becomes 3 over not x anymore, but x minus 5, which is good because that's what we want. So again, look back to the problem instructions. Find f and g. Okay, we're finding an f and a g. Find f and g such that this new function, h, is the composition of these functions that we're making up. H is a composition of these two. This h is a composition of these two, and so on. Let's do 2 more example problems, and then we're going to be done. Part C. H of x equals 1 over x minus 2 cubed. This one especially, I think there's multiple answers. Well, I mean, there's infinitely many answers for all of these, but I would expect to see multiple answers when grading a problem like this. So g is our inside function. Well, we can either do the whole denominator like we did before, or we could do the inside of the parentheses also like we did before. Let's do inside of the parentheses. And then f is just what's happening to the x minus 2. Well, it's in the denominator, and it's getting cubed. That's what's happening to the x minus 2, in the denominator and getting cubed. And it's under 1. And that is one answer. But another answer, you could also say that g of x is the whole denominator. This would also be perfectly correct. But if g of x is the whole denominator, then f is going to be a little different. Then f just says take the reciprocal of g. So both of these are perfectly correct answers. Just depends on what you choose as your inside function. You could check your work on this one as well. Would be a good exercise if you wanted to pause the video and check these answers. That'd be a really good idea. All right, let's do D. All right, h of x equals 1 over 2x minus 3. And now that whole thing is getting cubed. And again, there's multiple answers here. You could choose the denominator to be your inside function. You could choose everything inside the parentheses to be your inside function, and so on. My natural inclination, personally, is to have the inside of the parentheses as my inside function. But there's multiple options. The important thing is that once you choose your g, your f is correct. So what are we doing to this? What are we doing to that fraction? We're cubing it. So those are our f and g's here. And that's the video. Let me know if you have any questions, and good luck.